Following Logan's instructions, Quinn did as asked and got into the strange, large glass test tube. Once he was inside, the glass lowered, and now he was trapped in a small space. At the same time, Logan rushed over to his computer and started typing away. "Can you hear me all okay, Quinn?" Then, finally, after a week had passed, he had achieved what he had set out to do. His shadow control skill was now level 2, and so is his shadow equip skill. Shadow control level 2, shadow cloak level 1, dimensional void, shadow equip level 2. Looking at the other skills, Quinn was tempted to unlock some of the others, especially since one of the skills required 50 points to unlock, called Shadow Eater. But in the end, he decided to go with the system's suggestion and purchased the Shadow Void skill for 20 points. Shadow Void level 1 unlocked. Shadow Void, the ability to create a space surrounded by shadows in a specific area. The space created will last a total of 1 hour, minus 50 MC points to cast the skill. While in the VR game, Quinn tried to test out the new skill. However, when he tried using it, nothing happened. Oh, I guess Logan needs to program any new skills into the game as well. As he exited the capsule, he released it as the last time he would see the thing in a while, because tomorrow was finally the day where the first years were to go out on their first portal outing. Finally, the day for the portal outing had arrived. All the first-year students had been told to gather up in the training hall. When Quinn entered the room, he noticed it straight away. Nearly all the portals in the room had been pushed to the side of the hall, and only a single green portal stood in the center. The entire of Dell's class had arrived, which numbered around 50 students altogether. "All right, boys and girls," Dell said as he stood just in front of the portal. "When you enter the portal, the communication device on your wrist will no longer work. It is important when entering the portal you keep physical touch with the person next to you. Otherwise, you will be teleported to another location." Quinn and Borden both already knew this well. "Also, you will randomly be teleported somewhere inside the shelter. Do not be alarmed. The whole shelter is safe and guarded by the military and other travelers. The expedition is to last a week, and the goal is to bring back as many beast crystals with you as possible," Dell explained. Dell continued to explain about the portal outings. The test was also to begin as soon as the first team landed on the planet. It was up to them to decide how they should pace themselves while hunting, but the last bit of information that came from Dell's mouth was the worst news for Quinn. "Please keep track of time and be well rested. This planet's day cycle is 72 hours of sunlight before it gets dark for another 72 hours, so you will need to keep track of the time yourselves, and that is everything I need to say." At that moment, Vorden and Layla turned to look at Quinn, who stood there with his mouth wide open. "Don't worry, Quinn," Layla said. "I packed the umbrella." "Pfft, umbrella?" Vorden said. "I got something even better." Vorden then reached into the bag and pulled out some sun cream. Layla immediately started to laugh as she pointed at the bottle. While Layla and Vorden continued to quietly argue away, Quinn was making sure everything was in the bag, and Erin was playing around with her beast sword. The only one who wasn't and hadn't said a word this whole time was Peter. He had made sure to stay quite a distance away from the others.
Want to watch more episodes of my vampire system? Follow Pocket FM Fantasy Chronicles. You can watch the next episode here in the playlist.